It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cardinals on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Play action. Now Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, 10 catches, 110 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Steps away. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 20 carries, 94 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run here with Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Carter, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Carter.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, and again to Carter.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Barons are an extra point away from drawing level.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? They were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Murray a give. This is counter. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A throw to the flat for Carter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 2nd down, it's Carter, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Seven, our score after one. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Wilson on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A give, Carter running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The drive will start with Connor. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space, and he stopped immediately there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
This is Connor running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Joe Judge, I have to say it, going to present his case to the officials. He's thrown out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So Matt LaFleur had it right. They'll wind up winning that challenge.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now hang on here. Oh, boy, an injury, and that's Cooper Kupp, who remains down on the turf. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Carter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 2. Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To throw is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Aaron Jones, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Matthew Stafford leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Baker Mayfield, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half, and their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. From the gun, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Murray now. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Carter to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Oh, yeah! Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now. It's Bailey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They will find Davis. That's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Wilson to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marlon Davidson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll run with Carter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Rose. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Barons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
2nd down and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 3. Uses the stiff arm, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Under pressure, they got him again. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a give to Carter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, right back to Carter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Carter, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Barons have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, good move. Escapes the defender. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. First down, Murray. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Murray now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Murray going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.